Hello and welcome back to Xenonauts 2. We've had a serious day of dogfighting. We've taken on our first cruiser, big heavy alien warship, and the UwU is bombarding Earth, blowing up basically an entire city every 2 days. So we're cruising through the research. We've got cool jetpacks, we've got cool Gemini interceptors, new Gauss weapons, new fusion missiles. We're getting pretty decked out and stuff. And with that new destroyer, we also just unlocked, or, well, we have the research now to unlock the next level of dropship and the next level of weapon tech, which is fusion weapons. So, I am very excited. What do we need for this guy? We need 150 and we'll max out Asia. Though, honestly, I might just spend my ops on other things. Because we got 112 ops right now. There's things like funds, alloys, alenium. And depending on how this tech goes, I'm pretty sure we're going to need all that for stuff. I don't really need 50% off. UwU sabotage mission available for launch. Our organization can use the captured cleaner quantum teleporter to launch a raid against the space station bombing our planet. Press the button at the bottom of the screen to launch the mission. UwU sabotage. Commander, I've completed my analysis of the city killer orbital bombardment cannon that our enemies recently used against us. The pattern of destruction visible in news footage implies the weapon is an exceptionally powerful pulsed laser, a device that does not incinerate the target but instead rapidly superheats the surrounding air until a devastating pressure shockwave is formed. That's pretty cool. This creates a destructive effect similar to detonating a moderately sized nuclear weapon atop the target minus the radiation. Civilian buildings in the area are likely to suffer severe damage, whereas the lack of penetrative power leaves any hardened structure and modern armored vehicles largely intact. No countermeasures are possible against such an attack. Indeed, we cannot even reliably predict the city being attacked. The orbit of the UwU is so high above our planet that a minor reorientation of the station dramatically changes the list of potential targets. This makes the destruction of the UwU even more urgent than before. Thankfully, recent events appear to have presented us with a rare opportunity to do so. Theoretically, the quantum gateway recovered from the cleaner headquarters should permit us to teleport a combat team directly aboard it. However, this process is extremely dangerous. Calculate the exit point incorrectly and there are countless unpleasant ways for our soldiers to become casualty statistics. Our complete ignorance of the UwU's interior layout previously made any such operation impossible. However, the colossal energy discharge from the bombardment cannon has now allowed my instruments to gather something akin to an X-ray of the station. The smaller secondary saucer appears to be an ideal location for an initial strike. Housing the uppermost section of the bombardment cannon, it should present ample opportunities for sabotage. If the mission proves successful, we might be able to develop a plan to destroy the station entirely. Okay. Well, we can get a better dropships, but I guess we don't need a dropship for this mission. So let's work on fusion weapons. And then we got 5 days, 3 hours. We got 9 days till the orbital bombardment. I kind of want to know. How long does it take to normally build a gun? 1 day. I wouldn't mind taking some fusion weapons. In this fight. But that's also a lot of days away. Oh, cool. And we're also not destroying it. We're just sabotaging it. So we'll get resources. Orbital biome. We'll add 5 to 25 days to the bombardment delay. Okay, so this is like a do as often as possible. I guess we'll send our crack team in. I'm not gonna send the Mars. It's just like not upgraded. Both of our Colossuses are wounded. So I have 2 snipers, 2 major shields, guardian armor. Okay, we'll fix that. Five gas assaults? That does not seem correct. Do I need to take 4 kernels on this attack? I don't know that that's true. Oops. Part of me is like, you know, is this the mission to send a bunch of rookies in on? They are lieutenants. It's not like they're bad troops. This guy has like no strength score. Who's that meowing at me? Hi, Mona. Oh, come on in. Iliad, thank you for the follow, dude. Never thought I'd hear the uttering of UwU so many times in one opening spiel, right? If not now, when will they learn? I mean, that's a good point. Why not jump into space? Okay, so we're going to have to decide which one of these guys... we should make another one of them assault. I want to say that, like, strength is not necessary for assault. So who's the guy with the really bad TU? You are. That is not correct. Let's go... Save. Let's go... Load. Take this gun instead. Alright, Mona. Hold on. Okay. You want to say hi? Come on up. So I was thinking like 4 assaults, 2 heavies, shields. Yeah, I guess so. It's like a shield and a heavy go in through each door with 2 shotguns behind them. Maybe the snipers are not the right choice. You know, we're going into an orbital station, long range and wraith suits and jetpacks. It's just that the snipers are so damn good, you know? And honestly, I'm not sure we have anybody else to replace them at the moment. This cat, man. This cat, I tell you. I also don't know that we have the right, like, armor layouts. Good? You happy now? Over combat load. Yeah, we'll work you out in a second. You know, I guess one of the other options is that the Colossus battlesuit adds 100 strength, so I could take this character with an extremely low strength score and make them a Colossus. That actually probably makes way more sense. And then what I really want is high reflexes on a gas assault. Drop the stun baton. We'll drop the smoke. Drop the aimer. Grab the auto med. And you're gonna drop the aimer, grab the auto med. You've also replaced bravery because you don't need it with C4. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we got one Colossus. You have really high accuracy. I guess, like, what does a Colossus need? High health? High TU? You probably don't need the extra ammo because you've got laser weapons, so that's fine. I think we could do that. And you need a rifle. Where are all my laser rifles? Oh my god, Chio. He dropped the laser rifle, so I lost it. God damn it, Chio. Unbelievable. You made me drop it, try to kill me. That's not how I remember that going. You know what? Instead of laser rifles, why don't we give you the stun rifle? That feels smarter. Yeah. Oh, you are not set up at all. I don't understand. I know I had more Guardian. Oh, you know why? It's because I can send 12 guys in this mission instead of 10. That's why I'm all screwed up. Dude, if that's the case, I think I'm actually going to put... you in the heavy armor. Drop the aiming device on you, I think. Yeah, sure. This guy's got pretty good accuracy. I don't love the idea of nerfing her accuracy, but at the same time, I'm also just like, well, what the heck else am I going to do here? I guess I could give you a jetpack. Why not? All right. That's a crazy plan. Launching a raid to the lower decks of the UwU should allow us to gather further intel on the station and sabotage the powerful cannon being used to orbital bombard Earth. The mission cannot be won by eliminating all enemies. It will end automatically once your soldiers have returned to their extraction area. Hack at least 10 alien consoles. Each hack awards the soldier a data cube that can be recovered if carried back to the extraction. Return all your soldiers and extract. Each recovered data cube adds +1 day to the orbital bombardment timer. Enemy reinforcements spawn after turn 7. Ah, I see you have a Herodric cube. The quantum gateway works as intended. All of our soldiers have translocated aboard the UwU. The process has very little margin for error. 1 or 2 fatalities would not have been unexpected. Could have mentioned that earlier. Would it have changed our plans? It's not the point. Our objective is to sabotage the control system for the bombardment cannon. Your men need to locate as many computers as possible and learn how to hack them. Additionally, I imagine most of the consoles will contain data crystals. Recovering them is worthwhile. Get everyone back and we'll bring them home. Oh, yeah, buddy. And there is another floor right here, right away. Okay. This is gonna be pretty spicy, dudes. Where's the best place for y'all to like set up shop? Unexpected. Wow, am I ever really glad that we poked our nose up above with that. You have a 92 to hit that guy from here. If you go there, it's a 0. Oof. 112 damage. I mean, you gotta like it. Who else is wearing a jetpack? These two guys? You're wearing a jetpack. Yeah, these two are wearing a jetpack. Oh, cool. I could actually just like bring them up top. Interesting. I am pretty tempted to hit this teleporter and just see where it goes. This is going to be a major party split. 17. Zero from there. Okay. I'll leave her on a 31 Overwatch. All right, I'm going to open this door. Start seeing what kind of trouble I'm in. So these are the computers. Livia's OP, please nerf. Can confirm. Is OP. You don't say. Robots. Really, I wish I had that electro rifle facing the other way right about now. $90, but that's a pretty decent toss. $25 damage. If I go here. 15. You gotta be kidding me. You can't get that shot. Uh-oh. Spaghettos. Hey, Moni. How do you have red vision on him, but you can't hit him? Okay. I could come in here. This is with the laser rifle. The laser, automated laser rifle. Which doesn't do a lot of armor pin, but does a lot of armor stripping. I could get 3 shots off at 70. It's good against the robot. It's not good against the crocodile. So it's not the worst decision. In fact, I think I just take that. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Clean. And then we take that. Unfortunately, we're in a really bad position for the rest of it, but... Okay, I have one more shotgun guy left. I could just run in, snapshot this guy at point blank. You know what? It's hard to say no to that as an option. And then we'll just set up there. Okay. You guys got a clean room. So let's capture some data cubes. And then we might as well just overwatch with the 2 of them. She unfortunately does not really have a situation to fight this guy. Now, one option is I go in there. The other option is I go through the teleporter. Gio, take it easy, my dude. I think the problem is that if I go through that door, or I open that door and I can't go all the way through, that guy's going to have a really good shot at me, so... Unexpected. Interesting. Surprise, dirtbag. I really cannot get a good shot here at all. I could grenade him. But I don't think that's the answer for right now. Weirdly enough, I think it's Overwatch. All right, let's see how bad this is. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that shotgun Overwatch was the correct choice. So I think that was Draw Hall that just got one shot. Scion Warrior dies. That's the guy on the roof. Holy smokes, dudes. Colonel Draw Hall. In a heavy wraith suit, too. Yeah, Libby just couldn't quite seal that deal, I guess. Okay, you're bleeding. You also have an electro rifle, which is kind of nice, though. Doesn't have enough free inventory space. Oh my god. Well, I did not expect that to be an issue. It's right next to another computer, so I have to be a little bit careful. What a goddamn mess. Uh-oh. Okay. It was a rookie. It was a rookie with a jetpack, but... I think I'm kind of underestimating this place at the moment. You've got to be kidding me, dude. How the hell did you miss that? Walk up and punch that dude. 80 damage? All right, well, I should be doing that more often. You need to stop bleeding. If you go in there... How much movement does that take? 14? If you shoot him... So you can take a shot for 73 damage. Yeah, okay, that's pretty big. And then I'm going to juice you inside and hope for the best. God damn, dude. That's going to armor shred, but it's got like a lot on its front. That electro rifle is my best option for trying to kill this thing. Okay, time to play. Bye. Take it easy, Pavel. Enjoy. You have 3 bleed wounds. You have to heal before anything else. You have 29 movement left, which is basically none. Is that a door next to you? Yep, it is. I don't know if it's open. That sucked. It is open. I guess he shot that open. I have exactly enough to shoot him one time. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Well, that's not great. I would say so far that this is a bit of a mess. That's 7 cubes. You have 3. You have 1. I guess I know I could go through here and then hit that teleporter and come back. So maybe that's the best play here. Not much they can do. What do I do about this giant floating eyeball? Colonel Sauron here as a jetpack. Colonel Sauron here also does not have heavy armor. Well, it did like quite a bit of armor damage. I really hope Drawhall lives. She would be, it would be nice if she just like survived via the med bay. I guess getting up here might be the best thing I could do. Or maybe let's go here because then I can actually get an Overwatch. Turn one more. Okay. Here we go. Someone's gonna die this turn. Who's it gonna be? I can hit him with a sniper. That was huge damage. Oh, Mac Protect. Shot in the back Protect. Dude, I don't even know what's going on here. Sauron is panicking. That thing does crazy splash damage. Sauron is panicking. Sauron only has 4 HP with a bleed wound. So he gonna die. Unless I can magically get someone to him. Livy, you're going to take that shot from downtown. 24 damage with a Gauss rifle against a insectoid? Yes, that is not okay. God damn it. Now we have a major problem. You have 7 HP. And there's a robot giving us Overwatch that I did not see. This space station sucks, dudes. I don't like this place at all. I would love to bring you back. Or at least some of your gear. I have 11 TU available. All of this stuff is like free. The rifle is not. Or the pistol is not, I mean. Now, you could just go there. Okay. I was hoping that would work. Because then this guy can go hog wild. One HP and he kills him on an Overwatch. Our sniper's already gone too. Wow. Wowee woo wow. Okay, I need a goddamn exit plan. You can't get up there and heal him. You 27 15 left. All right, do it, man. What cover looks for like for him right now? You're gonna heal yourself as well. Goddamn. Did this thing heal? I feel like it did not have 177 HP last round. Alright, we're gonna do that. There goes all its armor. I have no idea if it can like sense where we're coming from or not. You know what? I'm just going to leave you on Overwatch right where you are. Sauron, I can't move you. Oh, boy. Oh, there was another guy. Uh-oh. Oh, he's dead at least, but he can now probably see me through that wall. All right, R.I.P. Sauron. Woo! Yeek! We'll have to fight another day there. Oh, those are real shot wides. All right, we're gonna do this again then. At least that means he's done. So my Colossus is dead. You have an electroshock grenade. Use that and get rid of him. You have to pick up the data cores off of this guy. And honestly, if that's the case, I'm kind of just saying, like, you're gonna run back inside. This is a horrifying mission. This is definitely the most colossally bad mission we've had so far. You have 2 data cores. I mean, I could just take 2 low-level shots at him. Suppress him. You're not going to be able to do much for me, buddy. I guess that's the laser. That's the UwU. Grab 2 cubes and withdraw. Well, I got to make sure I got all the cubes off of our homies. Okay, this room is clear. So if you grab 1 and then 2 and then where are you? You're way up here. Okay. Okay. Okay, long range crocodile. You're shooting at a shield, which is fine. You just killed his cover, which is actually really nice for me. You can't see me. Like John Cena. Let's get those cubes back. Let's get the cubes back. Oh, I don't need to return the cubes. I just need to sabotage the consoles. I misunderstood. Oh, I really thought he was back there. Brother. $26? That's it? I really thought you'd be a much better shot than that, Ilya. But you're a rookie. That's why you're such a bad shot. Oh, not that bad, apparently. Okay. We gotta get the hell out of here. Livy's got to be like 1 turn away. Yeah, okay. So we can leave Livy on Overwatch. Junko, I'm going to leave you here on Overwatch. Vanini, you're not going to do much with that shotgun. Quite honestly. So I'm just going to move you down into full cover. Boy. You're at least on an Overwatch where you are right now. I don't know how good it is, but no, I do know how good it is. It's not good at all. just like so many guys, I'm just like, oh, they're dead. Ooh, right in the gob. Okay, we might be able to just like get everybody out here. Not that shield. You know what? The shield has got a lot of HP, so I can just run him and turn. Two cubes. Move him and heal him. I really feel like I'm missing a lot of people, and then I keep remembering like, oh, they're all dead. It's like, yeah, you are missing people, but not for the reasons you think. Maybe this is a situation where smoke grenades start making sense. Start making like a whole lot of sense. Here I am being so obsessed with smoke grenades basically all of my campaigns. Might be good if I was to actually use them. Okay. And you. Again, though, you can get there pretty quickly. As long as you don't get suppressed. So why don't instead we just move you right now? The likelihood of that shot landing, that wasn't even aimed at her. That was aimed at him. An automatic fire, the last bullet just caught her. Just ever so barely. Can I make room for this? I like that I'm like, I gotta bring home the guns. Like, screw the bodies. Screw the people. Get the guns. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. I literally lost 50% of my troops. That's tough. There's a medal you get for losing 50% of your troops. I guess that's the perk. The one bright side of this is everyone who survived gets +1 to all stats. Gallantry citation. Draw Hall, Mac Protect, both die. Selden picked up a wounded, so I think Selden came back to life. Johan, Max Support, Sauron. Okay, so these 1, 2, 3 of these were rookies that died. But my big concern is did I lose this Colossus armor now? Do I lose all that Warden armor? Probably. Drawhall died, who was a colonel. Mac Protect was a major. And Sauron was a colonel. Not ideal. We added 20 days onto the... Oh no, that's UwU analysis. My bad. Doesn't look like we added any days onto that. Bridge assault. Analysis of the data recovered from the UwU may reveal a weakness in the station that humanity could exploit. Well, I'm certainly not doing this going back in there without fusion weapons. That's for damn sure. That's what Doc says. Rough. Yeah, we're gonna have to head to the old soldier recruitment bay here. Pick up a couple of new bodies, I think. You know what? Can I just buy all of you? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna buy all of you. Okay, we have 1.2 million in junk. I don't feel like that's true. There's like data cubes in here. I got my 2 Gauss pistols. Gauss sniper rifle, a Gauss machine gun. I didn't lose. No, I did lose. I lost my machine gun. I also lost the laser rifle. Actually, that's 2 laser rifles I've lost. I have no laser rifles left. I also lost my laser sniper. And I'm down an accelerated shotgun too. Oof. Okay. Woof. I lost the colossal suit. I lost the stalker suit. I'm down a lot of guardian armor. I only have 4 sets of guardian armor right now. That's bad. Well, I guess that is what it is. I do have stuff to, I have enough OP to request alloys or elenium right now. Okay, there's 2 new quantum arrays, so now our radars basically touch. Hilariously, Paris is not being covered. But it's like the only spot that isn't here. Get a ton of new rookie staff. We'll put them all in training. I guess let's just go straight to the... Set them all up as rookies. Zombie Shaker, you're probably a laser rifle, and you're a rookie. Okay. Interesting. Nero, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency.
Have you meowed at? Is that you?
Moan on the floor. I'm like, is that you meowing? She just rolls over on her belly. So I have 65 elenium and I have 0 alloys. You know what, man? Request the alloys. I might as well bring it in right away. You're not doing anything over here. Could you be? Like, I could ship some of that armor around, but not really what I want to do. All right, I don't know. Alien fusion weapons. Right, here I am building a bunch of weapons or queuing up a bunch of weapons when I'm researching even better weapons. Fusion weapons we begin to encounter on the battlefield pose a serious threat to our soldiers. They not only deliver far greater firepower than existing alien tech, but also appear more adept at punching through armor. This assembly of recovered example reveals a familiar layout to electronic components. A generated bolt of superheated plasma eject towards the target, but the designs of the components themselves are almost unrecognizable. Each of these is many times more complex than the equivalent piece of a plasma weapon, an astonishingly intricate creation built from highly advanced alien materials. Our enemies appear to be harnessing a controlled fusion reaction to achieve energy outputs within a few % of theoretical maximum efficiency. This means that the fusion weapons almost certainly represent the most powerful tools in the extraterrestrial arsenal, and finding a way to negate them would give us a decisive advantage on the battlefield. Unfortunately, easier said than done. The sheer amount of energy contained within a fusion projectile means a direct hit is guaranteed to penetrate almost any substance in existence. The question is simply how much armor can reduce the damage or protect the wearer from lethal glancing hits. An alternative may be to turn this deadly weapon against its creator. The captured weapons provide a blueprint for the development of our own fusion weapons. However, further advances in material science may be required before they can be fully realized. Pistols, rifles, and machine guns. So no snipers, no shotguns. So Gauss snipers and Gauss shotguns are still the peak. I guess also like lasers are still good. 20 armor pin, 5 armor destruction. I don't know how these actually hold up to Gauss weapons. Oh, here we go. Ballistics do 100. Lasers do 130. Oh. I'll have to look. Gauss damage. Upgrade all existing and future infantry Gauss to increase their damage. Huh. How many days? 19 days to bombardment? Alright, I'm going to spend 11 working on an anti-gravity emitter and then the bridge assault. What do we got in the junk pile? Fusion, plasma, blah, 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 blah. Alien data cubes. I guess. I don't know. I guess. If it says junk, I'm assuming it does mean it's junk. Millennium. So let's just ship 20 Elenium over. Because then we can just research the Gauss upgrade over here. Save us a bit of a hassle. I do also need this reinforced plating for my ships. And I guess I might as well move these 12 servitors over as well. And we can research those after. Time for more engineers. I think we're... Jeez. I did not realize we were not at cap. Well, I guess we're one off now. Could just let a rookie go. Could just transfer him to the Soviet base, actually. Hold on. You guys have living capacity, but that would screw up your training capacity. You know what? I think I'll just let one guy go. This guy's got pretty bad stats. Okay. They'll work on those for a few days. We just got a Gemini here. Destruction. I guess let's go fusion torpedo. Seems like the reasonable choice. I have an isolated engineer down here, which I think we'll take, considering engineering is our choke point right now. It's precision lasers, Gauss machine guns. Right, and unfortunately I can't... I was really hoping we were like gonna get new fusion. Weapons. But we're just upgrading the Gauss weapons. Which, you know, also happy to have, but... Much more engineers. Gauss damage upgrades. If we only had that, we would have one-shot that guy on the roof and not lost my second sniper. But woulda, coulda, shouldas, you know? Anti-grav emitter. We've seen a steady increase in the size and mass of extraterrestrial craft throughout the invasion. The largest alien vessels now rapidly approaching the size and tonnage of major naval warships. There's nothing inherently unsustainable about this trend. The laws of physics place no upper limit on the size of a vessel, provided the increased size and weight of the UFO is accompanied by a similar increase in engine thrust. However, the alien cruisers now visiting our planet seem to disregard this rule. Larger and heavily armored than abductors, they can somehow move significantly faster despite being fitted with a smaller thruster array. Indeed, my calculations suggest even remaining airborne should be a struggle. One of the devices recovered from the crashed cruiser provides an explanation. For the sake of simplicity, I will refer to it as an anti-grav emitter, although in truth it is actually a graviton generator that merely counterbalances the effect of gravity. In practical terms, it serves to reduce the effective weight of the UFO to a fraction of the true value by creating a gravity well a few meters above the UFO, exerting an upward pull on the vessel and everything within. What a ridiculous concept. This vastly increases the efficiency of the thrusters while consuming enormous amounts of power and filling significant amounts of interior space. The trade-off only becomes mathematically worthwhile once a UFO reaches a certain size and weight, with the cruiser being the first to exceed it. However, I believe it would be a mistake to purely concentrate on efficiency. The capabilities of this device are unique. I see many potential uses for a version that has been miniaturized, such as upgrading the Ares support platform. Our newfound understanding of the anti-grav technology for good use, I've upgraded the Mars combat platform to be available to the Ares support platform, combining the turret and hull of the Mars with updated electronics and integrated anti-grav unit. It allows it to cover the battlefield more quickly and move as if it was equipped with a jetpack. It's also better protected than the Mars. Delicate anti-grav emitters have no moving parts and can be encased in thicker armor than Caterpillar tracks. The improved electronics also reflect advances in target detection and gyroscopic stabilization, so it is more steady when firing powerful weapons, making it more accurate. None of the existing strengths of the Mars have been lost in the translation. The vehicle still possesses headlights, sufficient bulk to demolish terrain by crashing straight through it. And we can now research the Pegasus dropship, which, I gotta be honest, I kind of thought we were doing just then, but... We now have advanced weapons. And the Ares. So we're working on a suit of Guardian armor. A couple suits of Guardian armor. What else do we need here? We have 2 machine guns. We have 2 sniper rifles. 2 Gauss shotguns. 2 pistols. Part of me is just like, the rifles maybe? The other part of me is like, do I make more of these electroshock rifles? Because they do a lot of good damage. Heck yeah, goofy alien physics, right? Oh, we should upgrade the fusion grenades. Is what we should do. I mean, the other part of me is like, I often take 4 shotguns. Would I be better off taking more shotguns, replacing some of these shotguns with rifles? I don't know, there's options. Well said, thanks for the follow, dude. Yeah, right. An observer with 2 defenders on a scouting mission. You, sir, are about to have a bad day. Tail until overlands. And then let's dummy these dumpsters. I want the angel to go for the observer. I'm going to have the Gemini go for that defender. You know what? I might as well do that. Oh, his missile shot his other missile. Yeah, you know what, Phantom? You go there. Oh, Phantom, you turned that a bit worse than I thought you would. Did I just see the Angel's missile completely delete that guy? Wow. Those fusion missiles. Suddenly the Angel is actually good again. I mean, again, I need these alloys and stuff, but not for that op price. Servitor wreckage is done. I guess you're going back on just making money. A harvester. That's got to be a new UFO. Head to last known location. Okay, head there. Where the hell did it go? Oh my god, it's there. Alright, took a bit, but we found it. Cleaning lady for your hospital room saw you on the laptop. She said, no way, are you watching Agent? I recognize him. I see streams once in a while when I'm off work. For real? That's cool as hell. That's the closest I'll ever get to being a celebrity right there. That rules. I love that. Wow. Wow. I'm starstruck. I don't even know what to say to that. That's super cute. Engineer, how we doing, dude? Welcome. This guy looks like he's got some sort of area based attack he can use. So I'm wondering if I... Ow! Oh my god, that did so much damage. Sweet Jiminy Crickets. Uh-oh, Phantom. You better roll that way. Gemini, I'm gonna have you teleport that way. Okay. That one shot did 39 armor and like 112 health. Odds are so small, live in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I'm always shocked anytime anyone knows who I am at all. I'm shocked all of you are here right now, quite frankly. See, you've upgraded the MiGs. We do have some fancy new upgraded ships. All right, and we have a harvester now too. Now, do we have anybody who's able to actually go in here? That's going to be a real question. I got 1 sniper, 2 shields, 2 Colossus, 4 gas assaults, and a stun rifle. Oh, RIP my second sniper. Guardian. So the shields are going to have to wear warden armor right now. I'm not in love with that. I wouldn't mind giving you a jetpack if possible. Even if you don't have heavy armor, being able to get up high with that would be good. Sorry, you guys should have auto docks, not aimbots. And then little electro grenades, 2 ammo. Yeah, okay. Only need 1 ammo if you're using the laser gun. My gas assaults. I'm bringing 4 kernels in here. And I guess one of them might just be getting a rifle. Can't say I like that. But I also can't really say I have much choice in the matter right now. Pop a few extra grenades in there. All right. Look at Libby. She's got every single medal. So does Vanini. Ooh, they are fighting for the top spot in kills. Oh, so does Jareth with 28 kills. He's 1 behind Libby. How do you get new types of robotic vehicles? There's a couple of different techs. I mean, the Mars upgrades to the Ares once you get hover ships. Hover tech, anti-grav tech. Other than that, it's just like little upgrades. So you get the laser upgrades, all the different grenade explosive upgrades will give you better missiles, stuff like that. But all the vehicles are pretty much the same. There is the sentry guns, which are kind of like just a heavy machine gun on a tripod. But they can only be used in base defense, so. Capture assault Andron, scrape everything inside, leave protective shell. I think we're a bit chunkier than the Androns, but yeah, it's much the same. So we've never seen this ship before, which also means it's going to have new technology on it. Every time we fight a new ship, we get to tech up. I only wish we had the better hover ships. I also wish I had set up my crew properly, but God knows I hate remembering to do that, so. Where is my other shield? All the way in the back? I'm on, yes, I'm playing Xenonauts, that's right. You gonna hang out with us? She says maybe. We'll see about it. For sure, as a free soldier, might die in the next mission. Is there a soldier available? Oh, there's a ton of soldiers available. Yeah. We just hired like a bunch of new rookies. So, shall we split the party? That seems to be going good for us every single time we do it. Where are my shotguns? Actually, where are my battle suits? So, you know what? I think I'll send the rifle assault up there with you. And we'll send you guys down that way. So I'll give them the electro rifle, and I'll give these guys Libby. Though, realistically, Libby's going to sit, like, right here and just do massive Overwatch. You throw some flares, I wonder? Oh, yeah, that helps. That's a good idea. Oh! I just want to be like, blow the whole house down. Fire everything. And that's pretty much what I am going to do. Well, that did not work. Boy, do you ever not have a real good shot here. Ba-da-dum. So, I mean, this guy can just Rambo through everything. Don't want you to just like run forward and get shot. That's the edge of the map there. I also don't want to like light myself up unnecessarily. All right, that's as far as you can go. So why don't we do that and that? Get a little vision down that way, maybe. Bit up here as well. Dude, I don't trust this jungle one bit. Not in the slightest. Wait a minute. You had vision on him? Are you gonna get shot in the back now? He probably can't see us, right? Right? We got some friendly Catachan jungle fighters. Ow. Okay. Little tit for tat there. Well, something's going boom. When you went out of the transport and you said, "Hi, Mona," I thought there was a cat-like alien ready to attack. There was a cat-like alien ready to attack. It was just ready to attack me. Ready to give me the friskas. Leroy! Do you really like these battering rams? I feel like the alien's going to be looking that way. I was correct. Now, am I better off just punching this guy? That's the real question. Oh, I can snapshot him. Whoops. Do get the suppression. And I spin him right round, baby, right round. Then... wow, I can miss the most point-blank shot ever. Unbelievable. 9. $62 on a snapshot. All right, let's knock him out. That's XCOM, baby. 90% 2 squares away, and he misses with the stun rifle. If ever there was an XCOM, that was it. No. Please stop. Thank you. I need you to be able to make this shot with a snapshot here. 27, 32. Unfortunately, all my guys are now wide in the open. So that's going to be its own level of trouble. Really don't like that I have no idea what's down there making all that ruckus. But I guess we'll keep looking. They purr when they get shot. You can shoot through the walls or no? You can, but not like super easily. You know what? I just want you to like wing as far as you can, buddy. I really thought that was gonna give me a clue as to what I was fighting. Okay. Looks like there's some sort of buggy down that way. Where are they all? You're stressing me out, man. double Overwatch there. But Libby, we can at least get watching down that way. Not in any particularly good position, but okay. Oh, there's a little guy. And I hate hearing the big floating robots that I know are just walking super machine guns. Nothing quite scares me as much as them. I'm gonna guess that just like there is nothing else up here. Ah, that is quite the ship. Wowza. Wowza. Now that tree is really saving you from getting shot, buddy. What do I gotta do to do this? 80%? Do I need to do that? I could probably just walk straight into you, honestly. Shoot him in the back with a shotgun. That's the best you got. One! Miss! Alright. That's 100% to hit. Thank you. We get another Secton Elite. I'm gonna try not to let our walking tank walk into everything. But, you know. Looks like we may have drawn some attention. 48. You know what, man? I'm probably best just shooting you from where I am. Because I don't have enough to get there otherwise. So if that's the case, let's just crouch. Damn, you are inaccurate as hell. That was terrible. $59. 100%. I kind of thought that would do more damage. All right, Jareth, you stay put. Something went boom over there. You don't need to move in for them, but maybe it would be nice for you to come over here. Yeet. Interesting. Secondary yeet. Interesting. All right, Overwatch, Overwatch. You're gonna move up to that Jeep. We're gonna try to tell that civilian to get the hell out of here. Okay, that could have been worse. No sniper Overwatch? That's a bit unfortunate. Oh! Well, you know what? Yeah? None of you had an Overwatch here. I guess probably not. I'm being a bit loosey-goose with my Overwatches lately, so... Well, now you're gonna get shot in the back for sure, buddy. Oh, you're getting captured. You don't have a lot of HP. That did an alarmingly bad amount of damage. I've almost chipped through this thing's armor. This is the gun I really need to be fighting this with. So... Like, you definitely can't get around it from where you are. So my question is, do I want to move forward with this guy, or do I want to kind of fall back? He's going to blow up whatever wall we shoot at. My hope is that he shoots at Mac Attack. Because no one likes taking it on the face like Mac Attack. I think I'm going to sneak back here so he doesn't see me. And then just set up a little ambush. I don't know why I insisted on opening that door. Oh god, now you've been spotted. Uh-oh. I whiffed it. So we saw a guy right there. Aha. Part of me is like, will the punch work better? The punch does some serious armor destruction. But that does do suppression. Alright, well, he's suppressed. So that's the best we can ask for. Go 66, crouch. Are we going to search this building? I guess we are. All right. That's clear. I could have sworn a civilian ran like right there, but maybe I was just thinking of this guy with the shotgun. Who I'm more than happy to have hang out with us. Oh, what's this big guy got to do to me? Oh, there was another guy. Oh, wait, that's the shotgun. Never mind. Oh, he's a pistol. Yes? Shield for the win. All right, our big armor tanks. And we can just punch him to death. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But that could have been a lot worse. I thought it was another one of those big floaters. Alright, what the hell is my strat here? This is my strat. Tactics. Problem solved, baby. The only way I know how. Brute force. Yeah, MagTech's fine. Lost lots of the shield, but I mean, that is literally what that is for. I don't know what all these explosions are / were. You're gonna need a med kit. Perfect. Wait. That alien's still alive. What am I doing? 58% to hit him with a glove? Seems really low. I only took it because I had 2 shots. All right. Well, we got 2 guys set up there at least. So let's just move our sniper here. That's the best spot for them. I think that's everybody. There could be someone hiding away in like one of these little houses, but it's really hard to say. Probably the thing attacking civvies, blowing up all that stuff, yeah. I mean, I have to remember that, like, I did shoot this ship down, so typically that means there's less enemies on it. Okay. That's good. So far, largely positive things. Okay. There's another shotgun back here. Turn him 1, and he has a snapshot available. And then this heavy guy. 2 armor left on this heavy, so really this is just a guy with 37 HP right now. Which basically means I don't want to use him. I don't know what Dr. Evil's at, but I wish you could get like welding kits or nanite kits or something that could repair armor on the fly. I'm sure it'd be too OP, but just my wish list. Yeah, I mean, this is a heavy gunner. I think we just let him stay put out here. Dr. Evil, likewise, doesn't really have much in the way of armor left. Who's the best shot? You? Maybe. That wasn't very good. You? You again? Now you again? You're gonna have to stay out. Veniti's going in. And Erligan is also gonna go in. Okay. Crazy to have these like big monster suits just like not on the breach and clear operation at all. This is a huge ship. So let's put rifles like here and here on the little bit of cover. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to see. That's the last thing I wanted to see in here. Oh, man. I mean, this is the only reasonable thing I can do. It's not at all reasonable. Because that's going to happen. But the alternative was probably a lot worse. So you know what? I regret nothing. No real sign of anybody in there. That's nice. I guess let's try another one of these. Oh, so far so good. You know what? Let's just hit an Overwatch. You don't have a ton of ammo, so I'm gonna have you just watch this. Maybe I could just have them on Overwatch as well. Yeah, and Vladimir, I definitely just don't want in here at all. Automed, that's nice. So that's the Mentark flying around. Well, at least we're all cockeyed here equally. At least we're all equally bad at shooting things. You might as well poke your nose in here. No real surprises. This feels like a let's just like turn the corner and mag dump a shotgun into you situation. Teleporter. Interesting. So what's in this room then? Surgery room. Oh, I guess this is called like it's got some sort of name like an abductor. You can drop, pop, take a shot. Let this guy take a shot with the electro rifle. And then... I guess this. I guess I am just abandoning all cover at this point in my life. I've decided cover is for the weak. Okay. No. That's what I get for trying to get into cover. Okay, so we got a couple of shotguns that can... Let's move you up. This is all cleared. That way I at least have Overwatch on that room. And Beniti, you can for sure move up. And then... We'll move the dock up just to watch this. It's a Martian, right? It's a harvester UFO. Yeah, that's what it's called. Uh-oh. Eek! You ever just not deserve to live? I tell you, that is me in so much of this campaign. Ding dong. Brah! Brah! Suppressed. Wow. Stubborn is more like it. Sit down. Okie dokie. You guys are not prepared for that room. I don't know if there's a door here or not. I feel like there's not. Paul and Nick will take this door. Aliens. We get a little bit closer. Feeling fine. You actually need to reload, which you cannot currently do. But if that's the case, we'll have you watch that door. You two are good. All right, it's been a pretty... I feel like we've done so many ships. I'm feeling like confident in the breach and clear abilities of the squad. Like, I feel like we know how to do doors and corners at this point. We figured it out. Took us a pretty long time, but... Alright, we all got enough ammo going up here. Let's make sure we're reloaded, just in case. Go over here. And you can come there. And turn, and then we'll go up. Still some doors on that back wall. No. We got... Oh, you just meant those ones. I'm just slow at reading chat. To no surprise. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess, why don't you go there and you go here? And then you can go there. You can go here. Ooh, I think there's a third floor to this place. Okay, step one. Ooh, anti-grav machine. We know what that looks like. Okay, so I feel pretty good opening this if that's the case. Which means I'd feel pretty good going across here. Okay. Turn around. Smoke. That's right. Smoke grenades. He's suppressed right now, though, so... I can't just run in and do that. That shield has 3 HP. Now, the only advantage is there's a lot of smoke in front of him. You've got flash grenades. You know, I would have thought a brain hooked up to a bunch of computers and tentacles would count as robotic and suffer serious EMP damage. But it turns out I would have thought wrong. Which means... this stuff is not going to be as handy as I would have hoped. Pause, pause, pause. All right, let's see what he does. He is suppressed, so. Civilian, you don't want to go in that spaceship. Let me tell you. F me. Paul Hoshan with the shield gets shot. The shield takes it, and he still takes enough damage to full die from full HP. Now, that being said, he was in Warden armor. He was not in Guardian armor. Colonel Earligan with the stun rifle, on the other hand, I think was wearing the correct armor. Oh, that did not do enough damage. One. Oops. Oh, wow. Good shot. Execute that guy. I'd really like to see what's there. Okay. Nothing serious. So this is going to be the cockpit up here, so... Yeah, having to have so many people just sit around has got me... I mean, they helped us secure the site. Is there going to be a third floor? Oh my god, dude, there might be 4 floors on this thing. These are going to be teleporter rooms for sure. Yep. Oh, boy. This guy's only got 4 bullets left. Mac, I think I'm going to reload you right now. I guess you better go with 4-bullet Joe. Is this the point that I bring Dr. Evil up as well? As my, like, emergency measure. Oh, okay. That's good. So I can bring a shotgun up and put it in the back of that sectoid. Just absolutely dome him right away. The other sectoid up here is dead already. Guess we'll position you guys. On some Overwatch doors. But he just doesn't even try to open things. So scared there's another floor. Okay. At least the floors are getting smaller every single time. One guy? Two guys. Alright, Jarrett's full HP. Well, if you're gonna give my one rifleman an opportunity to shoot you, I think I'll take that. And this might also be the top floor. It's giving me top floor energy right now. Okay. Should have picked up those weapons. Damn it. Damn it. Didn't even think about it. Thought about it literally as mission complete popped up. Erligan lives with the stun rifle. Paul with the shield does not. But, you know, all things considered, that's a less significant loss. He's a major versus a colonel. He only had a Gaunt's pistol. Everything else was free. I'll take that, dudes. We get a bio survey array, 150 of everything, and a bunch of junk. What's this? A bomber. Oh, we might as well send out a squadron. The Angel's so slow. Just like slowing down everything else. I'll see a bomber and interceptors. Aces. No problem. So you and you are going to go for that interceptor. You. Oh, the Angel. I'm gonna actually change this path if that's the case. The Phantom didn't launch its torpedo, which is a little surprising. My Angel's all out of ammo, so we can just let him go off on his own, merry little way. And my Gemini, I don't have my weapons on. No, sorry. Phantom, go that way. Gemini, go that way. Well, that was a pretty rookie move, but not the end of the world. Don't block with shield, block with stun rifles. Get the weapons back at the end of the mission, just not the armor, or am I mistaken? It seems to depend. There are certain missions I've come back from that I have not gotten the weapons, so... All aliens are dead. I would expect soldiers to have the presence of mind to pick the weapons as they move back to the transport. Yeah, there was one that, like, I had a soldier who panicked and dropped his weapon, and I didn't get that weapon back. And then when I went aboard the UwU, I also did not get those weapons back. No, that one obviously makes a bit of sense. It might just be that there's a bit of a weird glitch with the dropping of weapons, but ultra dense alloys and bio survey array. All Armor. Extraterrestrial biosurvey array. I wonder what that does. Upgraded medkits, maybe? Think you'd lose things you drop if it's an extraction style mission? Auto win for every dead alien. You pick up everything automatically. No, it was because it was like we were attacking a crashed UFO when we dropped that weapon. So again, I think it's just like the weapon drop glitched. The Harvester is a large UFO that measures almost 100 meters from nose to tail with a cavernous interior that can carry enormous quantities of cargo. Analysis of the design suggests the craft is a heavy transport vessel adapted for operation in hostile environments. Exterior of the hull is protected by vast slabs of ultra-dense armor plate, while the usual complement of beam weapons is bolstered by powerful short-range homing missiles. This makes the ponderous Harvester surprisingly dangerous in battle, as it can absorb truly vast quantities of damage while also outputting significant firepower on its own. Yeah, those missiles really hurt when we got hit by one. Thankfully, its armament appears optimized against aerial targets and poses relatively little threat to ground infrastructure. One suspects the Harvester is intended to replace the Abductor and will primarily be seen harvesting large quantities of humans or other terrestrial life forms for transport back to the alien homeworld. However, it might also be encountered serving as a troop carrier, creating terror sites or attacking our facilities. The main thruster and anti-grav emitter appear identical to those of the cruiser. While the Harvester cannon cannot match the speed of its smaller cousin, it can still travel at almost 4,000 kilometers, making it one of the fastest UFOs yet encountered. Finally, please note I have marked the extensive sensor package mounted on the front, the biosurvey array, and the composition of the ultra-dense alloys in the hull as topics of further research. Giddy up. Obviously, like, there's a part of me that's like, well, let's just go straight for those. Skip the British assault. But probably better to behave. We're about to get a funding report. So, real talk. I'm going to build 2 more Gauss batteries. Because I don't want to I don't want to get attacked. Interceptors. Is this the first interceptor we fought? This is the first interceptor we've killed over land. An enhanced version of the fighter UFO, a small yet deadly craft designed specifically for hunting down and destroying human aircraft. These vessels have similar dimension to their predecessors. Materials used in the construction are far richer in exotic alloys. The hull of the interceptor is therefore substantially stronger and better armored than that of a fighter, despite no overall increase in the weight of the craft. Similar improvements are evident in the upgraded engine array, which allows the craft to reach astonishing speeds in pursuit of prey. It appears the thrust can also be redirected through a network of outlets dotted across the hull, which permits it supreme agility in combat. The weapon system should be treated with respect, for they seem capable of tearing apart our most sophisticated aircraft in a matter of seconds. It's paramount our pilots do not allow these UFOs to get behind them. Despite the fearsome firepower, the relative fragility of the alien interceptors means a well-armed human can often best them in a frontal attack if they can evade one or both of the devastating fusion missiles. Okay, these guys also have fusion missiles, which are what we have. The inability to survive such a craft has not been changed. The exotic materials used in the creation of the interceptor means the wreckage will yield increased quantities of alloys. All right, well, no research we get from that, so not a huge deal. There's our advanced fusion grenades. We are actually down a little bit in money. I think just because our expenses went up, yeah. But everybody is capped because we have literally 0 panic worldwide. So that's 5 milli in the bank. Should I build another base? Where would I even put it? Japan? Great question. Australia, maybe? All the way down in Australia seems like a waste because I wouldn't be able to get any of this. But yeah, I don't think Japan would really get into it either. Maybe like Papua New Guinea? Will Japan produce Gundams, right? Buenos Aires, obviously. Is Hawaii an option? I wouldn't mind Hawaii. That would be a good spot for a base. I guess I'd probably put it like right here. The thing is like, I don't really feel the need for a second base. Third base. Because I feel like anytime ships are flying around, we discover them anyway. Like, I'd almost rather just increase our labs and our engineering. Living capacity is basically maxed out here, so if I did that, I could also do that. Do these stack? Giving myself a 60% survival chance could be really nice. No, they do not stack. Okay. Well, it's a bunch of good upgrades. There's lots of things we need to build right now, so burning through all of my cash right away is not like something I feel the need to do. I do want reinforced plating. Okay, we're back up to 7 Guardians. Two shotguns, one sniper, one machine gun. Part of me wonders, like, would the laser shotgun really be any good? Probably just compared to the Gauss, no. 3 times 38. 3 times 55. Yeah, okay, well. That kind of settled that instantly. I think I'm just going to do a second Gauss machine gun. And then probably a bunch of Gauss rifles. Perhaps a laser lance? I'll let these guys upgrade the weapons just for like sentry guns and stuff like that. Some basic supplies. Hawaii would have a large number of encounters where UFOs drop in water, though. Yeah, that's I mean, also true. I mean, really, like, building a second base is 99% for the radar. Is certainly the argument I would make. Like, if I built another base, it would probably just be like radars, hangars, and laser batteries. Bridge assaults. Successful though it was, her sabotage raid against the UwU primarily served as proof of concept for a far more important task, the complete destruction of the orbital station. Data extracted from the recovered data cubes confirmed that the UwU is virtually impregnable to external attack. Its hull is covered in thick armor plating and festooned with countless defensive energy weapons. Hundreds of extraterrestrials serve aboard the structure, most of them concentrated in the well-protected upper saucer, which is where we're going next. Ironically, the largest vulnerability appears to be the bombardment cannon itself. The sheer size and power of the weapons means that any serious malfunction during the firing sequence could potentially blow the entire structure apart. Various alien failsafes exist to keep the cannon operating within stable parameters, but the capture data suggests these could be overwritten from the command console aboard the enemy bridge. If our soldiers can seize control of the console, we may be able to disable the safeguards and overload the weapon. Obviously, easier said than done. While we can deploy our soldiers directly onto the bridge section, we will need to take and hold the console for some time to complete the mission, and we should expect significant number of alien reinforcements from the lower sections of the saucer to begin arriving almost immediately. The extraterrestrials already present on the bridge may also pose a significant threat, as we believe the UwU is directly under the command of an Eternal. Such a creature could prove highly dangerous in their own right, but might also be accompanied by a protective detail of elite bodyguards. Despite the obstacles, the destruction of the UwU would be so catastrophic to the alien war effort that we have no choice but to try. I love how it's like, what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to take the bridge. Like... Why don't we just take the reactor and put a bomb on it? It's probably easier. Why did I put my North America base in Canada and not somewhere that could cover North and South America, like Cuba? Because Canada is the greatest, obviously. Patriotism. Yeah, you gotta have your priorities down there. How many days do I have until I have to do this? There's an orbital bombardment in 6 days. Analysis of the UwU in 11. So this is obviously not going to destroy it. It's just going to slow them down, right? Wow, that's really gone up. 200 OP to get rid of this last guy. Why not shoot a torpedo in the exhaust port? They did say that the entire base was just like covered in ships. And now they've also said it's covered in laser weapons as well. What do you need for this? Elenium. I like how we have all these other soldiers here and they're all, like, they've already gone up to captain rank. Like, they're all rookies. But they've trained into some pretty good stats. Well, some of them have. And then we've Gauss machine guns on these guys. Well, at least they're prepared if worse comes to worse. Yeah, I mean, also, like, the reality of this is, like, it doesn't really matter where your base is. You pretty much need one in the Americas and one in the Europe, Asia, Africas, and that's about it. You'll see ships because they patrol in such wide distances, right? So they might build up a little bit. You know, if we were maybe playing on the super highest difficulty, then perhaps, yeah, putting one in Cuba and one in, I don't know, Egypt. Probably like one in Cuba, one in Egypt, and then one in like China, Heartland would be like the way to go, but just a mad idea. But what if we were to teleport there, a swarm of rats? Come on. I was thinking it's like, if we're going to take the bridge, it's like to blow it up. A part of me is just like, why don't we just, if we're taking the bridge, why don't we just send every soldier we have? You know, swarm them all in there. Ooh, oh cool. The fusion charges are heavy duty now. Weird that even shows. Yeah, I guess I couldn't use that med kit either. All my super wounded guys. The poor bastards. Try to get a few of these weapons up before we do this. I am going to get rid of that. That's 200 OP. That was all my OP. But now there are no more infiltrators. So. All right. Pretty expensive to upgrade the Angels. Very expensive to upgrade the Phantoms. I just kind of feel like we're working on new armors right now, so I don't really want to be building new armors. I think 2 more Gauss shotguns is a good idea, and probably another Gauss sniper rifle. Gauss auto rifle for combat platforms. I don't know, man. The amount of engineering I would have to dump into these combat platforms at this point to make them worthwhile. I'll get a unique laser lens for our ships though. That's something I've kind of been putting off. I wouldn't mind doing that. $20 hours, 21 hours. Yeah, okay, so we can wait on the orbital bombardment. I think. I feel like I should stop that before it happens. 6 hours. You know what? Let's wait 6 hours for those ultra-dense alloys. It's been fascinating to observe the continued evolution of extraterrestrial material in the face of our own steadily advancing technology, yet these ultra-dense alloys likely represent the pinnacle of what our enemies can achieve. The recovered samples resemble lumps of polished silver, but attempting to pick one up reveals they are astonishingly heavy, over 4 times the weight of lead. Indeed, one can easily dislocate a wrist if handling them with insufficient care, as several of my assistants have discovered. Microscopic analysis shows that each sample is a flawless metallic crystal formed from an extraordinary light lattice of ultra-heavy atoms, exhibiting exceptional impact and heat resistance compared to even our most advanced hardened alloys. Fabricating these ultra-dense alloys requires compressing alien alloys with enough force to overcome the electrostatic repulsion, pushing the atoms apart. In the natural world, this could only be achieved near the event horizon of a black hole. However, a sufficiently powerful graviton emitter can generate the same effect at a microscopic scale. Science, science, science. Although this process is time-consuming and requires large amounts of alloys, the sheer strength and durability of the new materials mean they will undoubtedly find a home in our cutting-edge technology. More research. Ooh, also alien base in Africa. Fusion weaponry, Vanguard battlesuit armor, reinforced shield upgrade, Colossus ultra-dense plating, shielded vehicle armors, and shielded plating. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Advanced fusion infantry weapons. Well, yeah, obviously I want that. We already looked at fusion weapons before. Did you just recently get an upgrade of a giant mechanical exosuit on the back of you? I don't remember that being there before. Ultra dense Colossus plating, 100 alloys. Reinforced shield upgrading, assault shield upgrade. Obviously, this is pretty high priority. Shielded vehicle armor and shielded plating for the ships. Okay, well. So 22. I think the key now is going to be, we're going to have to go assault. I think we're going to have to go stop that orbital beam from shooting any more cities. And then we'll have to heal up. Yikes. We'll have to heal up and figure out where to go from there. You have 77, Captain Emily Lewis, who is a rookie. You're our second Emily Lewis, if I remember. I'm going to make you a sniper. Right? Didn't we have an Emily Lewis before? Oh, no. She just never got set up properly. Well, she's going to be a sniper now with that stat. $72, you're going to be like assault. For reflexes, you're also probably going to be assault. You have really high HP. Part of me is like, I don't really know what that means anymore. $64, $64, $64. These guys have bad stats, so I'm going to say probably a shield. Shield. Yeah, I'm all right with that. You could maybe be a heavy because you have decent accuracy. Your accuracy is really bad. You know, we do tend to go through a lot of assaults. A couple of riflemen, maybe? 64, 64? Yeah. You know what? Instead of heavy, I'm going to also make you a rifleman. A couple of assaults, a bunch of gas assaults, a handful of rifles, 3 shields. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how they hold up. Power tech limitations only allow for a set amount of people, plus the calculations to get them to the right spot causes a high risk of death. The more people you send, this is the sweet spot. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Eric. They did mention that it was super dangerous and that most people would probably die just being teleported. Rats would chew the cables, go through the vents everywhere. Spread a bunch of disease. Can't wait to see what that new battle suit looks like, because I bet it slaps. I hope it has like a chainsword arm. Oh, sorry. I had a rename I had to do too. Christy wanted a rename. I tell you what, she was a shield before. Why don't we make her a shield again? This guy, Smith White. Here we go. Christopher Murray II. Boom. All right, I think we're ready to head out on these missions. We got that. We got the alien base. Let's hit these up first thing tomorrow, because that's all the time we got for today, baby. And there's nothing better than coming back and knowing we got 2 back-to-back major missions to do. Assaulting the bridge and then assaulting an alien base. I'm stoked for it. Come back tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Until then.